This is a different video of sorts. Yes, I did the tile. And I actually like it. I like it a lot. It turned out very well. No lippage whatsoever. Even though I spaced it at half. It's just as perfect as it can be. Very low. And put the cord around, baseboard, set this vanity. And I'm actually getting ready to plumb in, it's a double vanity, so it's gonna have a black granite top along here with a granite backsplash. It's gonna look sharp. Anyway, that's not what I'm getting at. I didn't even do the shower. You see I got some toilet stuff out here. People wonder about things a lot, which is why they search Google and YouTube and stuff. So in the tiling business, there's always this debate that goes on where your finished toilet flange should be. Toilet flange is typically about maybe 1/4 of an inch right on that rim right there. And usually that sets right above the tile. That's okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you ask a plumber, most plumbers are going to tell you that the flange should be flush with your floor. And in this case, it is. And was that on purpose? Absolutely not. That was complete happenstance that by the time there used to be a linoleum below here. So I took the linoleum out and I had a concrete floor. And this was actually above that point, which I just talked about, the flange part itself. So now that it's all tiled and grouted and everything, I'm installing the toilet. And this is the best case scenario that I could possibly have. If it was just above the tile, I'd be okay with that too. If it's below the tile by a lot, then you're gonna have to get a flange extender. It's actually, it kind of goes, it recesses in, but it's got a rubber gasket around it to keep the gases out. And I've used those from time to time. In this case, it's not below and it's not too much above. If it's too much above, that needed to be dealt with before the floor is ever put in. Anyway, let me explain why this is the best case scenario with it flush like this. And I've set this new toilet on its side for a reason. I want to show you a couple of things. First of all, wax ring. This is what comes with every toilet just about. And usually, in a box like this, they don't always have the bolts, the floor bolts. If they do, I'll save those, but I'll immediately toss that. I might save it for a few months in the garage or something if I have a need for this. Then I don't like throwing things away that are still good, but this is just barely enough room. So to understand how this works, this flat part of your wax ring goes on the flat part of your flange. This curved part of the wax ring goes on this curved part, this recessed part of the bottom of your toilet, just like so, of course, without the plastic on it. So some people, not everybody, because I know I'm going to get comments on this, on the right way to do it. Some people prefer to take the plastic off, wear some gloves because you don't want that sticky wax all over your hands, and then you stick that on and push it down first. I don't like that method personally because I can't see what I'm doing. I can't see the alignment of the ring itself. So if I were to use this one, I would take the plastic off and I would set it firmly on top of here, and you see how much room it has, which by the time you're done gives you about half an inch of wax ring that's going to push down on the top of that flange because the toilet's going to set flush. This one, which I'm going to show you in a minute, gives you a little better than half an inch. Where my thumbnail is at, you can see it's probably about 3/4 of an inch, if not better. So I like these better. Find these at any Home Depot. You can find them extra thick also, but another reason I like them, which you've probably already noticed, is that they have this little flange on here, this little built-in flange, so that you have a positive, the water positively goes down there, and then the wax ring seals everything up afterward. Whereas this one, the little donut that I call it, doesn't have that that flange. So that's why I prefer these and why I throw that one away right away. And that's what I'm going to be doing on here. So why am I dropping stuff? So if I put it on there, you can see clearly that you have a whole bunch of wax, and the wax is going to get pushed off to the side. If you've ever taken up a toilet, you'll see all the excess wax that goes on there. So even if I were just slightly below, I could still use that, but I most likely couldn't use that. If I were slightly above, I might use that because it's thinner, but I would have already kind of mitigated that issue before I ever set the floor if I knew I was above. And that's basically how it works. Same thing. If some people out there are going to take off this plastic part, firmly attach that, just move it around, attach that, and then hope for the best with this flange meeting that flange. Which is why I don't do it, because I want to know that my wax ring is set correctly like this. So then my bolts, four bolts as it were, would go next. If I can, I don't even know if you guys are interested. The whole purpose of this video is to show proper placement of the wax ring on a tiled floor, not necessarily how to put a toilet in. I think I've already got a video out there somewhere. So it's going to come with these little plastic rings that actually will stabilize this bolt as you're as you're aligning the toilet up to the bolt holes. That's all these plastic rings do. They just stabilize the bolts. Like so. So I'm going to take this off. And there you go. So the wax ring is firmly in place. It's not going anywhere. It's pushed up against the two floor bolts that I put in there. And then this and this, and if you have caps, which I do, to cap it off, then your cap would go on. You have to read the directions. It would go on there first on the bolt, then the washer, and then the nut. And then the excess bolt you would just cut off. Hacksaw, sawzall, whatever is the best way to cut off the excess bolt so that your cap fits right on there. And that's basically it. I've got toilet paper in there for the time being to hold water to keep the smell of gases and stuff out, but that will flush right down. So that's basically it. I guess the point I was trying to make is this is how your finished product should look with regard to a tile floor. Actually, this would be for any floor, for that matter. If this was a wood floor, which people have in their bathroom, or even vinyl, linoleum, then that's how it should look. It should be flush with your finished floor. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, then subscribe. Hit that button and subscribe. I make nothing off of YouTube, so please be a Patreon member. I'm going to post a link down below to my Patreon account, and you can donate $1, $5, $10, $20 a month. Just pledge that on a monthly basis. That will help me produce more videos and content so that you can watch and learn from my channel. And donate at least $50 if you're going to call. If you're going to call for advice, donate to my PayPal, please. Donate first, and then feel free to call me or email me for advice. Otherwise, business calls only, please.